podcast, episode 16. How you guys doing today?
Doing okay.
Ooh, oh my gosh.
Doing all right.
All right. Well, welcome in. As always, we like to start off with highlights of the week. AJ, go ahead and get us started with your highlight of the week.
Mine was Chelsea beating Spurs. Now AJ will say it. Watch.
Okay. All right. What if I was gonna say Chelsea beating Spurs? You took the words right out of my mouth. No. What's my highlight of the week? I'll say Florida State getting it done this week. The only sports team that I root for that actually did anything. So Florida State with 2 offensive starters out, winning, stay undefeated.
Yeah. All right, Josh. Obviously, yours is today's game, Chelsea versus Spurs.
Yeah.
We'll dive into that in a little bit, but that was a huge win for you guys today. My highlight of the week, probably watching zero football this weekend. That was great. I think AJ and I watched the Cowboys-Eagles game, and that was all. It was a nice refresh of not watching the painfulness of the NFL in the last couple of weeks for me as a Bucs fan. So that was nice. That's a good highlight of the week. Played golf instead. So that was it's a great way to spend a Sunday afternoon. All right, with that, let's move on to our in general segment. All right, in general, we're going to cover everything and anything under the sun before we get into our main segment today. Let's go ahead and start off with controversies in the Premier League again. Let's talk Arsenal Newcastle. AJ, primetime game for you guys on Saturday against Newcastle. Didn't go the way you wanted to, losing 1-0 with a lot of controversy in the mix. Why don't you talk us through what went on there?
Yeah, the goal, yes, mired in controversy. I don't think the goal should have stood. I don't know how you go through 3 different checks in VAR and not one of them was given. Apparently there wasn't enough evidence or something, even though like Twitter like 3 seconds later came out with freaking images of just ball out of play, Gabriel getting WWE shoved, and Anthony Gordon clearly offside. But other than that, the goal is beside the point. I personally don't think we should have won the game. I think we played poorly the past two
Did they win?
outings.
Newcastle
I just
won
hope
1-0.
Oh. I don't even pay
Newcastle
attention
won.
to it.
Yeah, 1-0. And I just think hopefully it's a push to Arsenal to say like, hey, like you can't stop loathing and complaining about not getting your way. Like that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Clearly, it happened like 4 different times this weekend. Like, because I mean, the tweet that I sent in the chat says it all. Where it's like, good thing that goal was mired in controversy because David Raya looked like a complete buffoon.
It's true. Once again.
So, yeah, whatever. We didn't look that great.
You guys haven't looked great all season.
That's how I feel.
You've gotten results when you needed. Just to broaden that, the VAR checks were for the ball being out of play, which in the angles that we saw, because apparently in Premier League stadiums, they can't afford bird's eye views on every line. So we only got one really skewed view, and it looks out of play from the picture, but it wasn't out of play apparently. Then the other one was on a foul that Joelinton shoved Gabriel in the back. I've heard it's 50-50 on that could be a foul or not a foul. And then the third one was for offside. And there was inconclusive evidence that Anthony Gordon was behind the keeper when the ball was played. So 3 crazy controversial calls there that gave Newcastle 3 points and drops Arsenal down the table. Not too far though. So with that, let's go today's game. Josh, I know we talked about it, snippet in the highlights, but Chelsea Spurs today, Chelsea 4-1 win. How you feeling?
Weirdly, the score is very deceiving.
Mhm.
I feel okay about it, which if I were to see that, you would think you'd feel ecstatic. But honestly, we played like garbage. It was 4-1, because they played a high
It probably
line.
could have been 10-1, bro.
It should have been 10-1. It should have been way more goals. We should have looked way more competent on the ball. But the fact that they were literally a goal called off, like a goal ruled back for them when they were down 9 men. But I'll just run through the entire thing. So our lineup was okay. Frick, this game was ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, just
So
go
they we let's just start. It
scroll down the list.
it started with a deflection goal in the 6th minute. Colwell is the one who got the ball bounced off his bunda. Robert Sanchez dove
The wrong
ridiculously
way.
the wrong way. I was like, yeah, this is chalked
Yeah,
already,
the
bro.
wrong way.
Udoki gets a yellow card. That's important later on. And then Sterling scores. It's ruled offside. That was fair. After seeing it, it's fair. Caicedo's goal, absolutely banger. That was taken from him. Shambolic offsides. That was so dumb, dude. I was so pissed off about that.
How
That shouldn't
how
that
is he
shouldn't be
offside? I was
shouldn't
like,
be
what?
offside, dude. I mean, they're saying that Jackson was skewing the goalkeeper's ability to play. Bro, there was defenders in front of him anyways. Like, that's ridiculous to me. But great goal by Caicedo. Um, Christian Romero before that had a challenge where I'm like, come on, bro. Nothing there. Then he gets a red card, a deserved red card, during that the amount of times that the freaking game went to VAR today,
I
ridiculous.
think there were 7 or 8 VAR checks today.
It was
5.
ridiculous.
Went
Was it
to
only was it
5.
only
Oh, is
5?
it 8? I thought I went to 5.
Christian Romero deserved to get sent off. That guy's such a bum, dude. I'm so sick of watching him. He's such a crybaby. I hate him. He's one of my least favorite players in the game. Thank goodness he got sent off. He deserved to be sent off. There was no question there. He's just so reckless on every single challenge for no reason. Like that's not the kind of sportsman like stuff that you want in a game. So good on them. Um, and then Cole Palmer. So freaking speaking of this, the goal gets ruled offside, and then they VAR check it for a red card. That VAR check goes through, and then they VAR check it because of the red card, and then it's a penalty. And then Cole Palmer takes it, slots it. The keeper gets hands on it, deflects off the post, and I was like, bro, and then it goes in. So that's nice. And then the coach is pissed, and he gets a yellow card. And then there's 12 minutes of added time on the half, and that's cool. And then we resume later. Mickey Van de Ven pulls a hammy because Nicholas Jackson absolutely burned him. James Madison got injured. I didn't get to see that because I walked away for a second.
I don't know how he got injured, bro. He
Which
just like fell over.
forgive me for
He,
stepping away
he
for
just
for
pulled up.
literally walked away for a second and it was happening. Whatever. Nicholas Jackson gets a yellow card again. Shocker. Halftime. Goes into the next half. Udogi gets another yellow card, which is fair. So
Yes.
now they're down 2 men. For those of you that don't know, this is like a power play in hockey where it's even more extreme because they have two guys less, two guys and defenders. Let me say as well, starting defenders are off. So now
Yeah.
you would think by now, if this was City against them, it'd probably be like 8-1, 8-0 to be honest, because that deflection would have never gone in. Nicholas Jackson scores. What was this goal?
Reece James played Sterling over the top, and then Sterling passed it across the box to Jackson, who taps it in
Yeah.
an open
Sterling.
net.
Oh,
There
yeah,
was like
yeah,
two
Sterling.
goals were copy and pasted. Great. Sterling got an assist somehow. Terrible this game. My goodness gracious, awful player.
Really?
And then yeah, Sterling was terrible this
What
game.
he got
Literally
a
watch him.
great he got a better rating than Caicedo and Disasi today.
Yeah, well that's because Caicedo got stripped the goal.
That's
He was
fair.
I just don't know. Every time he either dribbles the ball greatly or he dribbles the ball
Did
and
you see he
fumbles on
did?
his
Did you
feet.
see he did
I
the
don't,
typical Sterling, bro,
bro,
where he
please.
went one way, went the other, and then fell
Estoy
and tried to
cansado,
get a
jefe.
penalty?
And then fell.
And then Reece James looked all right. Gusto gets subbed on. Gusto gets a dumb yellow. Mudryk is there. And then we bring on Ugo Chukwuemeka. because we need to be defensive. We're literally playing defense against 9 men. Like we're trying to hold on to the game instead of attacking them, and they're holding a high line.
I wanna
No, let me finish first, please.
mention that you're not marking. You didn't mark. They had 9 men, and you failed to mark 9 men in the box.
I'm-
11 dudes.
I'm getting in it, brother. I'm getting in it. Nicholas Jackson scores another goal.
Copy and paste from his
And-
first one.
Yep, same thing, and then
Copy-paste.
scores another goal where that last goal,
He should have passed it to Mudrick.
he literally runs at the
keeper.
goalie and then does this. And it's like, bro. And then the game ended. Cole Palmer was our best player on the pitch, by
The young
far.
losers, though.
To be fair, as well, the Caicedo goal should have been a goal. And to be honest, Son's goal should have been a goal. I don't think that was a
Son?
correct decision.
Which Sun scored today?
Yeah, he got dude. He got they got offsides call as well.
No,
Oh, Eric Dyer. Eric Dyer's goal.
did you get one offside? Oh yeah.
No, bro. It was Son.
Talking about Eric
Oh, that's
Dyer,
right. That's
bro.
right. Sun's the second one in like the
Oh.
15th minute. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that should have been a goal for
I
them.
forgot Sun scored.
Yeah, that was a brilliant play by them. But yeah, that's it. VAR.
Oh, and
There's just so
hold
much-
on, whoa. Let's finish United. Talk about United Fulham, and then we can talk
I
about
don't
the controversies.
Okay, you want to talk about United Fulham? United are absolute garbage. It's a miracle that they pulled that out of their butt.
Yeah, bro, eking out 1-0 win over Fulham, mighty
Hey.
Fulham.
Hey, AJ, did your team win this weekend? No. You didn't. So shut your mouth.
Come on, brother. You know that. Jeez. There's
we're
not much to talk
Bro,
about there.
okay, first of all, there is. When we talk about how we scored in the 8th minute and it got ruled offside because Harry Maguire's too big. And
I didn't see
he-
that. I didn't. Another game I didn't see. Look at.
The subjective offside.
Look, they
Subjective
went to
offside, bro.
VAR, bro. They
That's a
went to
new
VAR,
term.
and the referee goes, "This offside it's not fact. It is subjective." Meaning they literally chose for it to be offside. It wasn't actually offside. We're the first club to get a subjective offside goal against this. Our game,
Yeah.
look, I didn't say our game was great, but like we should have had that goal in the 8th minute, and then it would have been better off from there. But as soon as we got that goal turned away, everything went downhill. So
Look, let's just
Well,
recap
dominated
this
the
for
game.
all of our teams. It's looking real bleak out there, bro. It's looking rough. I'm not even sure we're
No.
playing soccer anymore. We just go out there. There was
Yeah.
literally, apparently Enzo was yelling at Pochettino from the pitch saying to change the what's he say? What'd he say?
the formation, the
He's-
tactics.
He said change the tactics, it's not working.
The formation.
No tactics. To add on to my highlight.
Brothers drowning out there.
There's a clip out there of this like pod show of it's like British guys and the guy's like talking about Nico. He's like, and this blood, they think he's the next Ronaldo. He's not gonna score a goal. He's not gonna even score a hat trick. It's a Spurs fan. Look it up, bro. It was class. I just saw that. But you know what? Jackson got a hat trick. Was it a legit like beautiful hattie? No. But we'll
No.
take it.
Probably one of the ugliest hat tricks of all time.
We'll take it, man.
Hey,
Yeah,
take
that's
easy.
it. I really just don't even want to talk more about that, bro. It's just VAR, ref inconsistency, feels like every single game it feels like games are just being fixed now, like to what they want. And that's not a good look for them. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
trust me, when I hear the referee call subjective offside in my game I'm watching, I lost it, bro.
Yeah.
We're throwing rules out the window here just to pick things off of opinions.
Mm, mm.
Oh well. All right. Enough soccer. NBA is here. How we feeling? First couple weeks in. I think we're about 2 weeks in now. Josh, how we feeling? AJ, how we feeling about our
This is our
teams?
third
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah.
How we feeling?
Feeling pretty. Feeling okay. They're gonna do the same. They're gonna do the same thing they do every year, so it's nothing special
it's
at this
very
point
different.
in time.
Yeah, but something we haven't talked about yet on the podcast is the Sixers trade away James Harden. So
Yeah,
AJ,
and-
post James Harden, how are you feeling?
Good. I feel better. I'm glad that we got rid of him.
Okay. Even though
I'm
it's for
not
basically
it.
nothing.
happy about what
That's
we
all we're gonna
received
highlight
and
there,
what we
bro?
gave away, but
Are we not gonna talk about Maxi and
he had 9 points tonight.
Maxi and Embiid just absolutely running it well?
Yeah, they're doing really well. I just, I don't know if that's going to translate to, winning more than 2 playoff series this year.
Well, look, Maxi, I love Maxi. He's one of my favorite players in the NBA, and him and
He's
Joel are working
pretty
well.
good. He's really good.
Last 2 games, he's had 11 assists, 10 assists, and then 22 points, 22 points. And then Joel is just doing Joel things. So, but the Sixers look
Yeah.
decent. It's still early in the season. Lots of ball to be played. The Clippers look okay. So the Clippers are different now because we did
They're
trade for
healthy.
Harden. I was very stressed about that because I wasn't sure what we were going to be giving up for it, but it was fine. We didn't give up man, um, which is someone
What
that
did you give up?
let me see if I can find the details.
Because I don't remember it being a lot. I remember it being like
Picks.
Batum.
Let me look up Woj.
I remember it being like
We got
Nicholas Batum.
first rounders for it. I know that.
Yeah, let me see real quick. Um,
Yeah, Nick Batum is in it. I know that.
yeah, that's fine. We kept
We got
Powell.
another bench guy from them too.
Okay.
Robert Covington? No, we had
Yeah.
him.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Marcus
Yeah.
Morris. We got Marcus Morris from
Morris.
them. Yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
Iconic.
Good.
Or Markeith, whichever one I don't freaking know.
That's Marcus. This one's Marcus.
Okay, we sent unprotected first round pick, 2
Alright.
second round picks, a pick swap. And okay, you guys receive Marcus Morris, Nick Batum, Robert Covington, KJ Martin, multiple draft picks, and a pick swap for James Harden, PJ Tucker, and Philip Petrusev.
And
So
then you
I'm not,
just
I can't,
flip Philip.
yeah. So it was great for us. I mean, I think that was great. I watched the game. I didn't watch the last quarter, and it's just looking like we're just trying to see how it's going to work out today. Harden hasn't played with us in a game yet, and I think Ty Lue is still trying to figure it out. But Harden looked decent.
Yeah, it
It
updated finally. He had 17 points tonight.
Yeah, he
That's not
looked
bad.
good.
Oh, there you go.
The thing is, I feel like, I mean, I watched, it was one of the lowest scoring first halves ever. Everyone was shooting bad. So it was just a little rough. But Harden's a good, I mean, he was a good passer. He was feeding freaking our big boy in the center, Zubac. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. I don't know. I knew we were gonna start Westbrook and Harden in the starting lineup, which I didn't want to happen because I think Westbrook should be coming on with our second second string. But again, that's something they're gonna have to figure out and see. But he looked good. And of course tonight, Julius Randle was finally scoring and finding the net. So
Yeah, it's a good start of the season so far. For I think for everybody, there's a couple breakout guys already. I know. I mean, obviously, Wembanyama's the talk of the town already.
yeah.
As expected.
And
Jalen Duren seems to be really breaking out in Detroit,
hmm
which is huge.
Terrence
Boston's five,
Rosen looks nice.
yeah, Boston's 5-0. Denver and Dallas are 6-1. I don't think a lot of people projected Dallas to win 6 of their first 7 games out of the season.
Yeah, well, also Luca's been playing out of his mind.
Yeah, and I've heard Derek Lively looks really good so far.
Mm.
So for being a rookie, it's pretty good.
He's been good.
So it's a good start for the NBA. In-season tournament started as well. We had our first round of that. I know we talked about the courts,
Yeah.
but just to put it on the
Yeah.
record, how are we feeling about the courts that we're seeing in these in-season tournaments?
So I sent you guys that thing with like the different ones. Just the ones I saw though were so ugly. The Denver one was disgustingly ugly.
Yeah, with
It was like
5280 in the middle
But
of
what's
it
the.
was
what
like blue
color?
and just blue and yellow. It was like two blue
What
lines and
color
a
was
yellow
it?
streak. It was just so ugly to look at. But I saw a different concept for different areas, and it really is just dependent on your your colors. So some of them do look clean, and I heard their like idea of the concept of it is to like make a pathway to the trophy in the middle, which is okay, I guess, but it's like a
Okay.
kindergartner came up with it or something, bro. It's
Yeah,
not,
the
it's
Indy
ugly.
the Indy one is the ugliest one, bro. It's like light blue on both
Yeah,
sides and a yellow streak through
And
the middle, and it just
the-
says Indy.
yeah, it's
It's
disgusting,
so
bro.
I mean, it can't be
bad.
worse than like the. You know what also is bad this year? Speaking of the courts, the city jerseys that came out this year
Yeah, they
are
are
absolute
bad.
garbage.
They're bad.
They're so bad.
The NBA is striking out with their
Like the Heat
marketing
one,
things this
it's
year.
trash. It's trash. It's Heat culture. Looks like a
Yeah,
fake jersey. Looks like
yeah.
a Timu
It
jersey.
looks like the ones I would buy in Nicaragua and bring over. But I
They're
will
bad.
say the games were fine. I think people will kind of get their groove into it. It's new, so it's a little weird.
Yeah,
The the courts are whatever, nothing exciting. But they were good games.
yeah. I don't know. Look, I just think
There's
it's there. Is it
yeah.
say so? Let me. I don't. I think we've talked about it, but I'm still confused. Do these count as regular season games, or are these like?
Yes.
Is it like an FA Cup inside of a?
Yes,
Okay.
they count it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's why I was saying, I think I said in the last
it's
pod, it's
both.
different
It's like
than
a World Cup inside.
it's different than soccer because FAs don't count for league, but these
Okay.
do.
So
They count
these
for
do.
both.
Okay.
They're just prioritized now more so, which is good, I
Yeah.
think.
Okay. That makes sense. That was confusing me
Yeah.
still.
There's
Um.
yeah. There's not too much more to talk about in the NBA right now, just because it's just starting up.
Yeah, we're 2 weeks in.
But the saddest thing happened today, bro.
Huh.
Plum Lord, he's
What happened
injured.
to him? No, Mason Plumlee got
Dude,
injured.
Yeah, the Time
Julius
Lord.
Julius
Yeah.
Randle literally
No,
fell and
Mason
Oh,
dove.
Plumlee, AJ.
Mason Plumlee.
Dude,
Oh,
yeah, and freaking Julius Randle literally
yeah, I
tripped
know.
and then drove his shoulder into his knee, bro. And he had to be carried off the freaking court.
Oh, not the goat. Not the goat, Mason
Tragic, bro.
Plumlee, bro.
Tragic.
No,
But yeah, that's it for NBA, I
that's
think.
a parlay goat. That's a
Yeah,
Yeah.
left knee sprain. Darn. I just saw that. All right, well, enough about the NBA. We'll talk some more throughout the year about it. Week 9 of the NFL. We had some good games, some awful games. We're gonna talk about, I think, some of the top 5 moments from this week. Let's start off in Germany. Chiefs Dolphins.
Bro,
Um,
give me a
the,
break.
the Dolphins have still not beaten a
We're
team with a
0-3
winning record this
against
a
season.
good team.
0-3 against
Teams
teams
with
that are
winning records.
0.500, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, to be fair, like
Uh,
that was it was really an ugly game. Either team could have won that game.
Yeah.
The Chiefs looked awful. Miami got shut out in the first half. For the score being 21-14 in that game, like nobody expected that. That was supposed to be like a 49-42 game, but we
Yeah.
got garbage fest.
I didn't get to watch it.
Yeah.
I
That's
watched
because
the
it was
last
6:30 your time when it
yeah,
started.
I watched it later and then I woke up and I was like, yeah, I'm glad I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I
But
watched as
it
much as I
was
could.
it was whatever.
That last
Freaking
snap of the game
that
though.
sound, dude, that was so frustrating. We freaking can't catch a snap. Like, are you serious, bro? But you know what? Hopefully we get it together. And yeah, we can't beat a team with a winning record, but to be able
It
to
doesn't
beat the
matter.
teams that you should be beating is good too. So
It frankly doesn't matter if you're not beating teams that are good because not 80% of your games are against teams that aren't good. So
yeah,
you just have to win those games and you're make the playoffs.
it's
And
perfect.
they're winning you're winning your division by like 2 games now because the
Yeah,
Bills lost again. So and the
but I mean,
Jets
whatever.
are currently losing right now. So it's gonna
It's
be literally
whatever.
a two
Hey,
point 2 game game.
let's talk about the better game, bro. Let's talk about the Bucks game, because man, how does it feel to be just
no,
stapled on
talking about those
as a
pieces of garbage.
masterclass performance by CJ Stroud,
Dude,
bro? I watched it.
that guy
I
is
watched it.
Dude, we love
nasty.
I just
yeah,
want
we
to
love
shout out.
we love giving rookie quarterbacks their greatest debut ever. We're the same team that gave Daniel Jones
Debut.
a win in his first start. Daniel Jones.
That's true. We did. I remember
I'd
that.
like to shout out Stelios for dropping
Yeah.
Tank Dell and putting him in in the waivers.
It's too bad you didn't start him this week, though.
Yeah, but you know what? I had him in my other league against you, and I beat you,
I
bro.
know you did. I
So
know.
come on. Yeah, dude, I mean, that was just incredible to watch. All you can
Yeah.
do is just appreciate greatness right there.
Like me and AJ were on the golf course because we knew we did not want to watch that game. So we literally perfectly planned our golf round to go off at 1 o'clock, so we didn't have to watch the game.
Yeah.
But then I was keeping track of it at the end, and I was like, "Oh, we're driving. We're gonna win the game. There's 46 seconds left. Oh my gosh, Kate Otten caught his second touchdown in the game. We're gonna win." And then I get in the car. I put the game on. I open my phone, and it's literally Tank Dell going into the end zone, catching the ball, and winning the game. I was like, "Bro, how did we just let them go 75 yards in 46 seconds?"
46 seconds. We have a defensive coordinator who's a head coach. My man should be fired on the spot. If I'm the team owner, I'm calling him into my office when we get back from the plane, bro. And we're like, we gotta talk about your future, Todd, because that is unacceptable. That is absolute dog crap. I don't know. I don't care who you are.
It's true. That's true, bro. Like, there's no reason he calls himself a defensive guru, but yet he let a rookie quarterback go 75 yards on
Don't
the
look
field
like
in
it,
46
bro.
seconds. No, I love
75 yards.
it's fine. Our offense our offense finally did something this week. So, it's a bright spot. So we'll
Mayfield.
take that. Like, man, Baker's still not the answer. Still can't tell me Baker's the answer because he's not the answer in Tampa Bay. Give
Talk
me
about
give me Michael Penix or Bo Nix in the draft, and we'll call it good.
talk about
Yeah.
Bengals
Josh
Bills.
Dobbs. No, you don't. Let's talk about the rocket scientist
I
himself.
wanted to
Oh,
save the
Josh.
best thing for last,
Oh,
bro.
okay. The best for last. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
Bengals
Yeah, I
Bills.
bet.
Did anybody watch the Bengals Bills game or see anything
Yeah.
about that?
Yeah, I did. I watched it.
Okay.
I watched it.
Go
Talk
ahead,
about it
Jay.
then.
It just Joe was back, like Joe Burrow's back, but
Oh,
like
he
I'm
looks
gonna be
so good,
honest,
bro.
the Bills are so garbage. It's kind of frustrating because Josh Allen just has to carry the offense on his shoulders, and like it's
Yeah.
just not working out. Like I don't know, the game wasn't like anywhere. Like it looked like it was gonna get off to a hot start. Like both teams scored on their opening drives. Like
Yeah.
Bengals went down and scored again. The Bills were looking like they're gonna go score again, and then Josh Allen threw an interception, I believe,
Mhm.
or they got stopped on a third down. But like, just like it's not looking good for them this year so far. I mean, there's still a ways to go, and it's kind of like the Chiefs. Like the Chiefs have not looked that good either, but like we all know down the road that like
Yeah, but the Chiefs are winning football
eventually they'll get it
games.
together. But
Yeah. The Chiefs are like
that's true.
Arsenal.
That's true. But like but the Chiefs are better than Arsenal because the Chiefs won a Super Bowl.
They're just too
But
dependent on Josh Allen.
They are, and they can't do anything if he doesn't.
I just they really are, and the defense is literally a hospital, bro. They have like
Yeah.
5 guys on IR and
Yeah, that's
like
tough too.
5 starters on IR.
Like,
So
the Bills probably have the hardest schedule, I think, the rest of the season.
Mhm.
They have the Broncos next week, which is easy. Then they have the Jets. Then they go to Philly to play the Eagles. Then they go to Kansas City to play the Chiefs. Then they're home to Dallas. They go to the Chargers. Then they're home to the Patriots, and they go to Miami on the final week of the season. They play two teams with a losing record the rest of the way in. So that doesn't bode well for them making the playoffs. And currently they're not in the playoffs. Every AFC North team, so the Bengals, the Browns, the Steelers, and the Ravens are currently all in the playoffs. But the Bills
all in the playoffs.
So that good game. Honestly, my only highlight of that game is I made the greatest fantasy trade of the season, trading away James Cook and getting T. Higgins back. In that trade because he ate 8 catches, 110 yards, and now Jamar Chase is injured, so we could be eating some more.
Yeah.
So it's good. All right, Cowboys, Eagles. AJ, we watched that game together. Dude, NFL referee controversy. Can we talk about that? There was some bad.
It's like it's not as bad as VAR. It's not as bad as VAR, but like the amount of penalties in every game that I had watched this weekend, absolutely ridiculous. I'm like, what is happening? Like, there's so many. I'm like, this is ridiculous. They're not even playing right now.
No, roughing the passers
that
left
game
and right.
was full of pass interferences, and just like some blatant, some not. Like
Yeah.
I just it was very very interesting, and the Cowboys lost the game in the most Cowboys fashion ever. So
Yeah, let's see. So what was it? They threw the ball. Dak got sacked, and instead of spiking the ball because they had no timeouts left, they were like, "All right, we're just gonna chuck it up to the end zone and hope our guy catches it or it's incomplete." Well,
no, first of all, we have you have like you get down the field. You have to go like 75 yards. You get down the field. You get to the 10. You get to the 10. The Eagles get an offside penalty or encroachment penalty. You're first and goal. Then you take a sack, or no, he either gets a fall. I believe he gets a false start. Then he false starts. Then he takes a sack. Then instead of spiking, because you only have 20 seconds left, you decide to run another play. And then you waste 10 seconds on that play. You just chuck it out of the boundary. And then after that, you delay a game, so you back yourself up even more.
All right, bro.
And then you
All
chuck
right,
it
bro.
3 yards short.
no, it's fun. This is a rant needed, bro, because this is once again. I told AJ
You
this when we were
chuck
sitting
it
there watching the
3
game.
yards short. It's absolutely ridiculous. Ooh, like I get Dak didn't really lose the game, but like that, and then fat putting his fat toe in the boundary,
Yeah,
like
simple
two
mistakes cost them the
boneheaded
game.
mistakes.
Yeah, simple mistakes cost the Cowboys that game. Dak played really well. He actually outplayed Jalen Hurts. Just simple mistakes cost the Cowboys that game, and I don't know why on the last play of the game we're throwing 5 yards short of the end zone, unless you're going to look to lateral it backwards. But let's throw CeeDee Lamb the ball, and our three receivers are going to stand there and watch him get tackled instead of trying to help him. So that's how they lost the game. Typical Cowboys. So they dropped to 5-3, I think now, and the Eagles go to 8-1 as they go into their bye week. So the Eagles are riding high. Looking like they're on their way to another Super Bowl. Let's finish our in general segment with the greatest part of the NFL this weekend. Mr. Rocket Scientist Joshua Dobbs. Joshua Dobbs gets traded on Tuesday from Arizona to Minnesota. Minnesota said they were still going to start their rookie quarterback. What's his name? Jaron Hall, right?
Got a concussion or
Jaron
something like
Hall.
that.
Yeah, Jaron Hall plays a couple plays.
Yeah,
Then
he
he
did
gets
get
knocked out with a concussion. And here comes Josh Dobbs, and you see there's a clip of him on the sideline, literally taking snaps from the center because he did not know the snap cadence or anything. So he's practicing snaps on the sideline to make sure he doesn't screw it up. So
Literally, yeah, bro. Literally, during the freaking game, getting information from his freaking. They're like, it's just insane, bro. Like, and then also, did you see the video of him like explaining everything that was going on outside of the game? Bro is just so smart, dude.
Dude, he's a genius, man. Like that guy, he's literally a rocket scientist when he's not playing football. It's incredible.
Yeah.
So like they're saying this is the third playbook he's had to learn within the last 12 months. He got signed by Tennessee in like November of last year or December of last year, played right away, learned that playbook. Then he went to Arizona, played the first few games with Arizona.
Bro, Arizona's such bums, bro.
No, it's
Like,
perfect. They didn't, but here's the thing:
Kyler's playing.
Yeah, this is perfect for both of them now because Josh Dobbs gets to go play in Minnesota because Kyler Murray is now coming back this Sunday to play against
really?
who they playing Atlanta. So Kyler Murray's back.
Atlanta.
This is the best of both worlds here. Josh Dobbs gets to go continue to play starting quarterback, and he looks good. He beat the Atlanta Falcons this weekend, and freaking super villain Arthur Smith. Gosh, I hate that guy, man.
Not only is he smart though, he can also rush the ball, bro.
Yeah, he makes plays out of everything. So I guarantee you, he's like seeing geometric and calculated angles as he's looking down the field, trying to figure out I have to throw the ball at 36 degrees.
His bald head can sense the wind and MPH.
He's perfectly aerodynamic.
Yeah.
All right, well, congrats, Josh Dobbs, another starting quarterback job, and you looked really good again. So congrats to you. With that, we're gonna wrap up our in general segment. We're going to move on to our main segment of the day. We're going to talk about some more NFL, but we're going to review our mid-seasons. All right. Mid-season review. We've just finished week 9. We're halfway through the NFL season. So we thought it was the perfect time to go ahead and recap the first half of the season and kind of just go through what we've seen the first 9 weeks and then kind of preview what we're going to be seeing in the next 9 weeks. as we push toward the playoffs and the Super Bowl. So right now, I know we're looking at the top of the division. The Dolphins are winning the AFC East, like we talked about. The AFC North, I believe, belongs to the Ravens, but I'm fact checking that right now. Yeah, the Ravens is
It's the
7-2.
Ravens.
That's what I thought. Jacksonville is the AFC South champion right now, 6-2. Kansas City 7-2. We all knew that one was coming. Eagles at 8-1. Detroit at 6-2. The New Orleans Saints are winning the NFC South at 5-4. And then the San Francisco 49ers are tied with the Seattle Seahawks at 5-3. What stands out to you there, gents? Out of all those divisions, what's got your mind running there?
The Niners, that'll change because the Seahawks
Yeah,
are
the
not looking great.
But like the Niners also aren't looking that great. I know
Yeah,
they'll probably bounce back.
Yeah, but they're gonna be fine.
They just traded for Chase Young too, so
Exactly. They're gonna be fine,
Yeah,
bro.
no.
And the Seahawks are not good. They're not.
no, I mean they
The red zone
37-3.
offense is not good.
Gino is terrible.
37
They're not getting
to
enough
yeah.
of him.
Yeah.
What was it to
Who? Seattle to Baltimore?
Baltimore looked good. Everyone at top is
Is
who's that?
exactly who you
Yeah,
think would be at the top of the division.
yeah, the Saints.
Yeah.
The Saints are, imagine being a Saints fan, bro.
They don't deserve to be up there. Nobody from our division
They
deserves to
exist.
make the playoffs.
They exist.
They're there, bro.
Uh,
Taysom Hill
Yeah.
freaking throwing touchdowns.
Throwing and catching touchdowns, bro. It's ridiculous.
Nah, nothing stands out there to be honest. It is what it is.
So AJ, what is it? 8 teams make the playoffs, right? From each conference?
yeah. Is it? It's not 8, 7.
7. All right, so the
Yeah,
top 7.
because four division winners, 3 wild cards now.
All right, so your top 7 each conference is Kansas City, Baltimore, Jacksonville, Miami, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, and Cincinnati in the AFC. And then your NFC is
Mhm.
Philly, Detroit, San Francisco, New Orleans, Seattle, Dallas, Minnesota. So even without Kirk Cousins and without Justin Jefferson, Minnesota are still in the playoffs. They're still in the playoff race. And right behind them though is Washington, Atlanta, and somehow Tampa Bay is still in the playoff race. Can we just end our and just end our hopes and dreams?
Oh boy.
Stop teasing me that we can make the playoffs still and just lose games. Just keep losing games, man. I don't know. That's all I got in the team record section.
Yeah.
Um,
Let's
go
just say your
ahead.
favorite game of the season.
Uh,
Mine is easily the Broncos game.
Yes,
By far.
70 points.
Mm-hmm.
AJ, what's your favorite game of the season so far, bro?
That's a tough one. I don't. The Cowboys Eagles game was pretty good. I don't think it's happened yet. I legitimately don't think my favorite game has happened yet.
All right, but if you had to pick one for the first
So
half of the
far,
season,
yeah,
what would
so
you pick?
far.
So far.
Bucks versus Detroit.
That
No, that sucked.
was pretty miserable. So far, AJ, what you got?
I don't even know.
It's been 9 weeks. There's got to be one game in 9 weeks.
Yeah, the 49ers own the Cowboys.
That's fair.
Screw the
Alright.
49ers.
49ers destroying
Or
the
screw
Cowboys.
the Cowboys.
That's fair. My favorite game, it's gonna be a weird one, but I really enjoyed watching it. Was the same week as the Cowboys getting destroyed by the 49ers, but it was actually the Thursday night football game that week when the Bears beat the Commanders 40-20. I think that's probably the game I've enjoyed the most watching the season.
Oh yeah.
I just really enjoyed DJ Moore scoring a ton of points, and so
It was crazy because the whole narrative before the game was, all right, if they lose, Justin Fields gets shipped off and the coach gets fired.
Yeah, and then Justin Fields plays incredibly that game, plays incredible the game after, and now they're 2-7, and Justin Fields has been out for 3 games, but I don't know. That was a good game because that was also the game we had the last year too, and it was like the worst game ever. Like it came down to what was it? We needed the Bears to get a 2-point conversion to win the game or something like that.
Oh my goodness. No, we need to score a touchdown. All I had to do was score a touchdown. They couldn't even do that.
Yeah. So, favorite game of the season works out really well there. 3 good games. Who is you right now after 9 weeks? Who is your pick for Who's your pick?
MVP?
Who's your pick for MVP?
I feel like McCaffrey, bro.
Oh, see what sucks about that is like I like a position that's
Tyreek.
not quarterback. I wish would win it. Maybe it's like if we're gonna talk out of position, like not a quarterback, Tyreek or Christian McCaffrey is definitely a very good answer. But like, let's be honest here. Quarterbacks.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
MVP is literally a quarterback award. But we get to pick
I
who wins it.
would
So,
agree with the Tyreek.
yeah, my pick would be Tyreek. And AJ threw in the question: is there actually a true front runner for MVP this season, or are we just in a cluster bomb of like
say there
7
is.
different players?
I wouldn't say there is.
I don't think so either, because
I
like
would also
you could look at like stats, and you could pick 7 different players who could be winning MVP right now.
Yeah. Even if you're looking at like QBs, which should be front runners, I wouldn't say that there's someone that is like miles ahead of everybody else right now.
But the only one you're gonna get is what's this? Jalen Hurts is going to be the favorite for MVP right now because he gets shoved into the end zone 3 times a game.
Yeah. I just don't to be honest, I don't
No.
really fully understand how MVP voting works in the NFL because this is like my first year actually paying attention to it. But in my mind,
be a
I'm like,
quarterback.
so okay, so what? Okay, so what kind of what kind of skill is Jalen Hurts doing for just getting literally shoved by 300-pound men across a freaking line?
Nothing.
You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Nothing.
Yeah,
so-
no, it's not a lot.
So here we
but-
go.
Like here, take my body.
Oh, I revised my game of the year. It was Browns Colts week 7.
All right, fair. That was it. That was a good game. It was a good
What were you
game.
saying?
All right, so we
Yeah.
have the odds right now for MVP. You'll never guess who the favorite is because it doesn't make any sense. Why is
Patrick
the
Mahomes.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes is the betting favorite to win
Yeah,
MVP.
guys.
Yeah, guys,
How-
we're gonna get it. Oh shoot, we're gonna get it together.
How
Hard work and dedication.
We'll
I
fix
just
this
like to thank,
offense.
like to thank Taylor Swift for the aura.
Yeah, I don't know how he's listed as the favorite, but he's the favorite. Jalen Hurts is second, Lamar Jackson third, Tua
Because
fourth.
we
Joe Burrow
know
fifth.
that he's gonna.
We know what?
We know that like he's gonna turn around. Like I feel like he probably is. Like there's no way he goes the entire season having like pedestrian like looking like Russell Wilson, having Russell Wilson numbers.
Yeah, but in the 9 games he's played, why is he still betting favorite?
Because he's a media darling. That's how it works.
I just think it's stupid, man. Like Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts have better seasons than him.
I've had a discourse about this with some people this week, and I'm just like, there's no like for quarterbacks, like there's no tried and true front runner. The only person who legitimately you could say, oh yeah, he could because he hasn't put in a poo stinky performance is Lamar. Lamar has not put in a poop stinky performance.
Yeah, he
hasn't been like amazing, but like
he has.
Has he?
Week 1, he had like 5 fantasy points. He had like 100 yards passing. It was don't give me It was awful.
I can
game.
excuse week 1.
No, you can't. He had 169 yards in a
See, like I would also say Joe. I would say Joe, but Joe's first 5 games actually. Let's go there. First 5 games were god awful.
Yeah, Joe Burrow hasn't been great. Like, if there's anybody that's front running, it's Jalen Hurts, unfortunately. And I'm not like I can't get behind that either because anybody could get behind that offensive line and run 3 yards every play. Like it's not hard. Like you could put Grandma back there, and Grandma would somehow get 3 yards behind Jason Kelsey. Like I'm not discrediting Jalen Hurts at all.
Nah,
because-
she'd pop her hip.
Nah. Hey, look, if Jalen Hurts can play on a bum knee, she can play with a popped hip. So I don't know, man. Like it's just blowing my mind that, then we won't get a outside of the quarterback position somebody to win the MVP this year, even though it's deserved.
Unless Tyreek goes for crazy numbers. But yeah, I know what you mean.
It
It's
sucks.
okay. It is. It's unfortunate. Whatever.
Genuinely sucks. MVP. Okay, so if you had to pick one to win, anybody, like, are we all taking Tyreek? Because we get to pick it. I don't care about the NFL.
Yeah.
I don't care about the NFL rules, bro.
I would say, bro, he's just having a crazy season, dude.
All right. AJ, would you also go Tyreek Hill?
Give me Joe. Give me Joe.
Joe Burrow.
I wouldn't. Give me Joe. He'll probably finish really well.
That's a fair shout out, actually. I like that a lot, AJ.
And Joe Burrow's looked really good in the last 2 weeks, so
what about
can only go for me. I'm taking Tyreek, bro. Yeah. He's an alien right now, and he's going to continue to be an alien.
If McCaffrey keeps dominating, But yeah, what's our next?
Coach of the year.
Oh, Dan Campbell.
All right, I like that.
But my heart says McDaniels.
Yeah,
Mike McDaniel.
Mike. Big McDaniel. Mike.
A legend.
He could. He could
if they win a couple more games.
Yeah, if we start winning against teams we should be winning against.
Yeah. AJ, who would you say?
Coach of the year, huh?
Yeah.
Frankie, even
the way the Browns are kind of playing, I would say Kevin Stefanski. Yeah, DeMeco Ryan's not bad either.
Just to roll away.
Bro, what's the Browns record right now?
5-3.
5-3.
5-3.
No,
yeah.
You're lying. Wait.
Did you not listen to anything we were talking about, bro? That entire division is in the playoffs right now. That entire division is in the playoffs.
Oh my days.
And the Browns are in third place in that division, bro.
Give me the Bucks. The Bucks GM.
As GM, as head coach of the year, yeah. Give me.
Honestly, I do want to say, McDaniel.
All right, Mike McDaniel.
Non-biased.
AJ, if you had to pick coach of the year, who would you take?
You just said the Browns.
Yeah. Kevin Stefanski. Is that your answer? Really? I thought you were just kidding. That you were kidding.
Kevin Stefanski.
They're about to go.
No, it's not my answer.
Kyle Shanahan.
It probably is gonna be. No. He's a Mongol. I hate
Shanahan. Me and the homies all hate Kyle Shanahan.
It's gotta be Dan, bro.
Yeah, Dan is pretty good. Dan Campbell's pretty good.
All right, so McDaniel.
I like DeMeco
Dan
too.
Campbell. Yeah, DeMeco Ryans is doing really well. We do have to give credits to Doug Peterson for consistently taking this Jacksonville team to what they've been doing. And now if they win a playoff game, that'd be great.
It's true.
And as much as I hate the guy Nick Sirianni,
they did.
Nick Sirianni deserves his flowers. I hate Nick Sirianni. I think he's the most cocky coach that I've ever watched coach a game. Can't stand the guy. So, yeah, Keenan Allen scored a touchdown, yeah?
Frick.
Yeah, there's Keenan Allen scored a touchdown, probably losing just a week in fantasy. But if I had to say, my genuine answer would probably be, I'm gonna give a different one, bro. I'm gonna go Kevin O'Connell from Minnesota. With everything that they're going through, I think
he's not bad. If they make the playoffs,
yeah,
if they make the playoffs, he for sure is coach of the year candidate. I just think Dan Campbell is just too strong of a candidate because the Lions have sucked for so long.
Yeah,
and they win the division and get a home playoff game. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I just want to be different. I don't want to give Dan Campbell an answer. I'd like to be.
He's gonna win it. I think he's gonna win it.
Who's the worst coach of the year though? Who's the worst coach?
Todd is up there.
Todd. How about supervillain Arthur Smith?
Arthur Smith is he's not bad. You know what? Frank Reich has been kind of awful.
Yeah, in Carolina, yeah. How
Yeah.
about Bill Belichick? How are we feeling about Bill Belichick this season?
I already said he was cooked. I've said on this pod, him and Sean Payton are cooked.
Yeah,
They
but
both have
did you see
reached their expiration
he signed a
date.
secret extension in the offseason to keep him around for longer?
I thought you said 6 years. I was like, they're autistic. Why would they sign that man for 6 more years? He's about to die.
No, I think it's like 3 more years, 2 or 3 more years that Bill will be around. All right, let's go. Let's go one more question or two more questions.
Oh, McDaniels. McDaniels is the worst coach of the year. He got
Yeah.
fired like 7
Oh,
games in.
Josh McDaniels. I thought you were talking about Mike McDaniel. I was like, bro, what do you
Yeah.
mean Mike McDaniel's the worst
No,
coach in
Josh
the league?
McDaniels.
All right, next
No,
question.
Josh
Josh
McDaniels.
McDaniels. What's the most heartbreaking moment so far for you this season?
Oh my gosh, that's so easy, bro.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's
Speak.
Nick Chubb, bro. That was heartbreaking, bro. I was literally watching that game, bro. That literally broke my heart.
R.I.P. Nick Chubb, may you come back healthier. AJ, what's your heartbreaking moment of the year?
Nick Chubb.
Yeah. You're piggybacking Nick Chubb here.
It might have been that game or the Bucks game this past week, bro. It might have been that
That's
game
fair.
this past week. 46
fair.
seconds. It's absolutely that'll put any team in a coffin, man.
Bro, he's about to go.
Yeah.
What's yours,
Oh,
Chris?
he just continues to rant. My heartbreaking moment, probably Kirk Cousins tearing his Achilles last week
Oh yeah, dude,
or 2 weeks ago now. That was
That's a bad
heartbreaking
one.
because
Yeah.
I really like Kirk Cousins. So, and now Cam
I guess
Newton
Aaron
for
Rodgers
Jets-
week 1 is pretty tough too.
for Jets fans, yeah, but he's literally on the field throwing the football again, so it's not heartbreaking anymore. He'll be back in January. All right, last thing in this real quick. Super Bowl predictions. Who you got? We're 9 weeks in. We got 9 weeks to go. Who you got in the Super Bowl?
definitely the Eagles. I feel like are front runners. And then
All
I
right.
don't know.
All right. You gotta give your full predictions here.
How's it work? Like,
One AFC team, one NFC team.
so what? Eagles or what?
Eagles are the NFC, so you need to take a team like
NFC.
like the Bengals, the Bills, the Chiefs, the Jaguars, the Dolphins, someone out there.
The Ravens.
The Ravens, yeah.
Lucky the Bengals are gonna make a run.
The Browns.
The Browns.
I don't know. It's just kind of hard, bro. It's like the Chiefs are the Chiefs.
Yeah,
you
but it's
know?
like this is why it's prediction, bro. Like you're not gonna get shot if you
The
make
Dolphins
this
will
wrong
make the
prediction.
playoffs. The Dolphins will make
if
the
you
playoffs, but
miss it up.
they'll lose as soon as they go against any kind of competent team, you know.
Yeah. All right. So you're taking who? You're taking
I'm taking
Eagles,
actually,
Bengals.
no, I'm taking Eagles. I'm taking Eagles, Dolphins, and we're gonna win this time.
All right. Rematch in the Super Bowl and you win. All right. AJ, who's your Super Bowl prediction?
Bucks, Eagles.
Give me
If the Bucks
give me
make the Super Bowl.
No, give me Eagles. You can't do Bucks Eagles. Yeah. You can give me Eagles Bengals.
Yeah.
Eagles, Bengals, who wins? Maybe
The Eagles.
the Eagles. All right, they get retribution for last year. All right. I'm gonna take
Yeah.
I'm gonna ride hot with the Detroit Lions, make the Super Bowl, and they're gonna go up against the gosh. Let's make it a fun Super Bowl, bro. Baltimore Ravens versus the
The
Detroit
Tennessee
Lions.
Titans.
Yeah, hell nah, bro. Hell nah. That ain't never happened. I'm taking Ravens Lions, and as much as I want to say the Lions win the Super Bowl, it's not their year. The Ravens win the Super Bowl this year. With that, perfect. Let's wrap up that NFL midseason review and let's go to our last segment. We'll talk very quick about our fantasy roundup. All right, fantasy football. I'll just go ahead and start. I went 1-1 in our leagues of record here, losing to Josh in our 16-team league because of Tank Dell. Thank you very much, CJ Shred and Tank Dell, for ruining my weekend. And then I beat my cousin in our 12-man yield league. Somehow, some way, I hung on to a dub there with some absolute booty performances from some of the top players in the NFL. So I'm 1-1 in the leagues of record. Josh, what are you looking at this week?
So
I know you got a game in play right now.
So I actually had a great turnaround, even though I'm losing unless what's like a fumble? How many negative points?
-3 if he loses it. If he fumbles and loses it, it's -3.
Three.
Everyone right now. Keenan Allen fumble. We need it. Currently, I'm losing by point
6-3.
something. Yeah,
Yeah,
6 something.
0.63.
Oh my
But you know what?
goodness.
I've made such a turnaround within these last two weeks. I was on a win streak, and honestly, just incredible GMing by me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna take it. In Efren's league, when I was in shambles, I'm about to go 4-5.
Yeah,
I was.
Uh,
This is what 3 games in a row I'm winning now in
Yeah.
that one. Let's
I'll
make
say
it
Yeah.
3
4.
seconds.
And then I went on a 2-game win streak. This is my loss here. And
Yeah,
then in
this
the
will be your
NBA,
third win in a row.
yeah, and then in NBA I'm 2-0 right now.
Dang, you 2-0. I'm 1-1 in the NBA league as well. So not too shabby.
I'm also 1-1 in the NBA league.
Hey,
I'm
just about to
also
go 1 and
1-1
2.
in fantasy.
He's about to go 1 and 2 in
Yeah.
the NBA because he didn't set his lineups, bro.
I was telling him earlier, bro, I was like, it literally doesn't matter. The guy's playing, it's a 260 points scored for him tonight.
Who are you playing? Oh, yeah.
Bridge City.
They Wills, yeah.
Bridge City Bolts.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going 1-1 in fantasy. I'm gonna have my first win in Efren's league.
Woo, no
We're-
more 0
We're doing it.
It's a miracle.
In my league, I'm struggling. I'm on a 3-game losing streak after winning 4 straight, so that's cool. And it's not like my team's bums, but like we're just
Welcome to my life, bro.
we're injury.
To my
we're-
life, bro.
Yeah, we're injury prone, but I do play Efren next week, so hopefully we can bounce back. We'll be at
Efren
4
should
and 5.
trash in your league.
Hopefully get 5. Hopefully get to 500. Right the ship. I just played some really good performances from Keenan Allen and George Kittle, and Alvin Kamara in the past couple weeks. So
Hey, slam the like button if you want to see Efren guest star and tell us about the Raiders
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
yeah, give us 10 likes. If 10 likes, Efren will come on as a guest star.
Pod for a short segment telling us how he feels about
Yeah.
the Raiders situation. And they also won, by the way,
Yeah, new
against
manager
a
bounced
terrible.
Did.
I mean,
They
against a
beat the
terrible team.
Third string quarterback.
But yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
It was a good week. All right. With that, that'll wrap episode 16. If you enjoyed this podcast, drop a like, hit subscribe for more content to come this week. Also follow us on Instagram and TikTok. And you'll see content posted throughout the week with our starts of the week, our predictions, all that good stuff. So with that, episode 16 is a wrap. Guys, it's been fun. Been a good podcast. We'll see you all next week. Peace.